Joining us from Columbus, Ohio, the site of the big win yesterday for John Kasich, Fox News Radio's Jeff Monnosso. So, Jeff, everyone, I'll be honest, even I was a skeptic that John Kasich was really going to pull this off in Ohio, just given the excitement over Trump. I was going to be really shocked, and I'm still really shocked that he did it. But this means the world to the party maybe headed in the direction of a brokered convention, but also John Kasich lives another day. There's no reason for him to stop now, but if he would have lost, there would have been. What's the feeling there?
Yeah, well, he would have been out. And some of the exit polling that we've seen is that a lot of the late deciders turned for Kasich and voted for him, and so it was a big win for him. The polling suggested that Kasich was ahead of Trump by several points heading into yesterday's contest. Although Quinnipiac and others had them running neck and neck. So, but nonetheless, a big win for Kasich. He gets all the 66 delegates. It was winner take all. And Kasich stands at about 135 delegates to Trump's 630. So it's a long road to hoe. And you look at the math. It's just the math, the plain math. It is almost impossible for John Kasich to outright win the nomination. He'd have to win 100% of the future contests, and that's not going to happen. So then what? You mentioned broker convention. That's likely John Kasich's plan going forward. He's going next to Pennsylvania, his native state, today to begin stumping and trying to earn support. And so we'll see what he does. But I think what's really going to be interesting going forward is to see how the quote unquote GOP establishment tries to figure Kasich in. Had he lost, he was out. But his win here breathed some more life into his struggling campaign. I can tell you his supporters were really enthusiastic, really happy. They see a broker convention going forward here in Cleveland this summer, and what a show this primary season has been. So
last week, whenever Marco Rubio rather surprisingly pushed his own voters to vote for Kasich in Ohio, was there anything there? I mean, did you see any correlation where it's clearly Rubio supporters really rallying behind Kasich on the ground there in Ohio?
We've heard some rumblings from some campaign folks that was actually happening. Obviously, Cruz wanted a brokered convention, wanted Kasich out so he could battle Trump by himself. Mm-hmm. A brokered convention or with Kasich still in, it certainly doesn't help Cruz by any stretch, and it just makes it a little more difficult for Cruz and his road ahead. For Trump, he had a great night last night. Even though he didn't win Ohio, but Trump's going to have to win at least 60% of the coming contest to be able to secure the nomination. But right now, he's clearly the front runner.
So I'm kind of curious, Jeff. A brokered convention. I mean, the thought of being able to cover that, does that sound exciting or exhausting or both?
This is one of the greatest. Seriously, this is one of the greatest political reality shows that I think we've ever witnessed, and this whole primary season has been twists and turns, and really with Donald Trump and how it's all played out and how it continues to play out. So. Look, I mean, we're still talking about it. We're going to be talking about it, and it certainly is not. It doesn't lack interest. Let me just say that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Very interesting. Well, Jeff, we'll keep up with your reporting, obviously, from Columbus, and as the election goes on, hopefully we'll talk to you again soon. Thank you so much, sir, for waking up early for us.
Thanks, guys.